Hey collective, divine feminines, divine masculines, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being with the channel, coming by and viewing. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment as well, okay? Because I do read the comments and trust that I try my best to respond to them. Keep in mind that there are many things going on. Keep in mind also that personal readings will be coming open soon. Okay. For this theme this week, okay, listen, y'all know we talk about spiritual growth over here. And for divine feminines, divine masculines, this is about obstacles and blockages and things like that. So first card out is love, which is the swans, okay? This particular card is giving me a strong sense of unity. How can I say? A strong sense of depending on others, okay? With the golden circle here, it's pulling me back into a place where healing is coming up, okay? This, of course, is a water sign, so that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? And when I meditated in you guys' energy, there's a need to really nurture relationships, not business, but private, intimate, vulnerable relationships, okay? With this card coming out though in our shadow reading, these are of course the swan maidens, okay? These are swans, and they're associated with marriage, love, romance, okay? But usually with the swans, the story that's behind those type of relationships is usually tragedy or entrapment, okay? This usually represents something dealing with codependency, okay, and losing yourself, okay? Destructive relationships that you may need to escape from, those intimate. That's what I'm saying, like the when I was meditating in you guys energies, divines, and please, okay, people gonna come in the comments, divine masculines, divine feminines, don't go through that. How in the hell do you think you get to being divine? You have to go through the fire to be refined, okay? It's a heart chakra work that's going on in this time, okay? Now, this is the beginning of 2025. This is the week of December 29th, which carries us over into 2025, okay? And this card really brings me to feeling a trauma bond. A trauma bond is not, let's explain it. Trauma bond is not, we share the same past experiences that were traumatic. That's not what trauma bond is. Trauma bond is, it's pretty much love bombing and abuse in a cycle together, okay? It's like peanut butter and jelly on burnt bread. Okay, I'm gonna just put it out there plainly like that, because what happens in a trauma bond is you get little bits and pieces and breadcrumbs of love, and then a major shift happens where one person in the relationship begins to essentially mistreat and abuse the other. It could be emotional, physical, mental, spiritual. It could be a plethora of things, okay? I suggest that you guys go and study up on narcissism and what a trauma bond actually is, because this gives me, with codependency coming out and the energy that I felt in the meditation, it was like my stomach kind of knotted up. It wasn't that bubbly feeling of like butterflies. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So yes, this is an element of water, okay? Some flowers you may want to keep around, or you may have around, are bleeding heart flower, rose, butterbur, cardamom. Some stones you may want to have around to help heal and help get through this dark side so you can get to your light side are rose quartz, diamond. You may want emerald, jade, opal, rhodochrosite, okay? You can find these at your local shops. And I'll try to put these stones, and I'll probably put the stones in the description, because this is the theme This is the thing. So the spell work that you want to do, okay, is the art of attracting love into your life, blessing a union with someone else. And sex magic is one of those things as well. I would not tell anybody who is being traumatized or being in this type of situation, a codependent situation, to use sex magic. If you know, you know. It only strengthens the power of that negative thing that's going on, okay? So be very careful with that. Self-love and confidence are also some bits of spell work that you want to practice, okay? This gives me strong solar plexus. You guys may want to go check out that what was it, self-care reading for the week of December 29th. Okay. Now, also a Beltane ritual and spring rites. It's not spring yet, but to be released from codependency, it takes time. It's not an overnight thing. It is not. All right. The next card out is memory, and that's the elephant. Now with the elephant here, it's giving me strong holding grudges. I ain't forget shit. And that's another part of why, you know, being codependent is bad. Or it's not healthy. I'll say that. It's not healthy because a tad bit of codependence is not gonna hurt. Okay, but when that codependence seems to be your reliance, then there's a problem there. Okay. And of course this is a earth card, earth sign card, or spirit card. Okay. This is warning against absent-mindedness. Okay. And it's telling you to let go of painful memories. All right. Not to pay heed to anything that doesn't serve you. So pulling back your energy from things that don't serve you, okay? Learn from your memories, okay? Learn from your memories of loss, all right? Learn, but don't forget all of the pain. Don't forget all of the things that happen. Like in a codependent relationship, I'm going to tell you what helped me, because I can't there's a thing that I know for a fact for me that I don't do. I do not get advice or spiritual practice or anything, spiritual advice, guidance, whatever you want to call it, from anyone who has not overcome the particular thing that I'm seeking to overcome. Or I don't, it's kind of like the saying, surround yourself with people who have what you want. So when I was wanting to get married, that's what I did. I surrounded myself with people who were married. But what I did not do was pay attention to what they had going on in their marriages. So I was surrounding myself with people who were in very toxic situations and very just unhealthy situations. And that flowed over into my life, because the people that you hang around the most are what you become. It's not just what defines you, it's what you become, because that energy all starts to mix and mesh and all that stuff. And I'm going to try to keep these readings short, but it's remember, forgive, okay? Forgive, but don't forget, because the moment that you forget, that's when this person, place, or thing, whatever is traumatizing you, whatever you're bonded to, it's going to come back, and it's going to be a lot stronger because you're still emotionally attached. Yeah. But as we were moving forward, the memory card or elephant card is a earth card. Okay. You may want to have some flowers around the forget-me-not, some lilacs, some caraway, bergamot, periwinkle. You also may want to have black calcite, howlite, quartz, and wolfenite. As far as spell work, Samhain ritual, easing the loss of a loved one, so supporting someone else in their loss. Okay, you may want to helping to train a memory, so reading about memory game, like playing memory games, or studying up on how human beings' memories work. Okay, because a lot of the bonding happens in the mind. It's a mind thing as well, not just a heart thing. So the longer you can be mentally stuck, it's like that Eight of Swords energy. The longer you could be mentally stuck, the stronger the bond is and the stronger the codependency is, okay? Let's see. There's also spell work to be done guarding against memory loss, and you may want to do some past life regression, okay? Past life regression is some deep stuff. If you don't like being triggered, ask spirit to help you get to that point to where the triggers are, you got to work through the dark to get to the light. Without winter, there's no spring. Without light, there's no darkness. And vice versa, respectively. We have to know that as divine beings, we have that dark side. Every angel that's out here has their benevolent side, and then they have their malevolent side. Not every angel's a cherub. Not every angel is this little baby with the little booties on and flying around hitting people with love arrows. Some of them have swords, and you have to fight through that dark energy. We're gonna continue. We're gonna get 5 more, and I just want you guys to know. Thank you. Yeah, look at there, the crab. It's a Cancer card. Every moon is here, except the new moon. Except the new moon. New moon magic may be something that you want to just hold off on doing. Someone out there is doing moon magic during the new moon, and right now it's you got to heal some other stuff. You got to heal some other stuff in order to move forward in that. Y'all's energy is so heavy. I have goosebumps, like so serious. Now with the crab out here, excuse me, that of course is a water sign, okay, and particularly a Cancer sign, but the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for those of you that may not know. All right, with the crab showing out here, this is a warning that you're in over your head. The waters have reached above your head, and it's difficult to get to the surface. So it's a fight. It's a true fight. Okay. Your emotions, your feelings, these invasive thoughts, which is essentially projected thoughts, destructive anxiety is overwhelming you. All right. And it's time to get back to land, get back to stability, get back to solid ground. I cannot tell you enough. Look, child, fear. Someone is being bonded through fear. Someone is using fear tactics like physical manipulation, mind manipulation, spiritual manipulation. Like someone that one of you, and if it doesn't resonate, please, just please, okay, in the comments, because this is for someone who is truly trapped. This is not for those of you who, okay, I passed this part. I'm not on this part of the timeline. Just sit and be patient, please. Because this is for someone who needs to escape, okay? Some of the flora that you want to keep around. Jasmine, St. John's wort, motherwort, benzoin. Some of the stones you want to keep around. Moonstone, rhodonite, garnite, labradorite, okay? Some of the spell work you want to do is self-care. And I mean true self-care, yo. True self-care. Like literally everything focuses on you. That's one of the ways to break this type of cord. Because this is essentially a spiritual cord. This is the cord that's being woven. Okay. Calming, strong emotion. That's some spell work. Like self-parenting. That is something. These are things that you guys need to go and research. I am not able to do the work for you. I can only guide you. Okay. And don't believe for 1 second that I've not gone through this. This is how I can tell you what's going on. Spirit will not reveal anything to me that I haven't experienced. And that's part of being a spiritual teacher and a spiritual vessel. You have to go through things so that you can show people how to go through it themselves. You got to be on the other side pulling the rope. So when they're drowning, so to speak, you can pull them out. And this is me pulling you guys out. And I hope you receive everything I say in love, because Spirit is moving and speaking and trying to pull someone out of this mess, okay? Some other spell work you may want to focus on too is some healing work for mental illness and lunar magic. Now, mind you, with this lunar magic, what did I tell you guys? The new moon, lay off for just a little bit. Matter of fact, ask Spirit how long you should lay off. Don't listen to me. Ask Spirit how long you should lay off. As far as healing work for mental illness, seeking a therapist. If you have another person that you trust to vent to, that's going to be one thing that's open in the readings, in the personal readings. When I get ready to post those, guys, I'm going to have vent session. You can do and say whatever you need to. Okay, you can get it out. You can complain. You can do whatever. Because one thing about harboring the energy of negativity and dark side is it just grows and grows and grows. It's culminating. That's the word. It's culminating. It just grows. It doesn't dissipate. It draws in more of itself. So let's get some more, guys, so I can keep this in a decent time frame for you all. I hope you all are well, okay? Even if you're going through this, divine feminines, divine masculines, even if you're going through this, I pray that, first I bless the spirits that are with you. And I thank them for keeping you all safe. I thank them for guiding you to this page, to this channel. We got trust, which is the horse. And someone, this is the freedom on the bottom of the deck again. Freedom and fear. Like, listen, this is definitely reaching back into a place where the trust was misplaced. It's almost like you got to a crossroads and was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Trust was misplaced. Okay. And what's crazy is there's a type of horse called the Kelpie. Okay. It's Scottish folklore, the Kelpie, but it's a shape-shifting creature. And it takes the form usually of a black horse, right? It entices people who are lost to ride on it and wander and all of that stuff like that. And then it takes the person back to water where it came, where the Kelpie came from waters, right? So it takes the rider back to water and the person essentially drowns. They become overwhelmed and they drown. And this can happen spiritually, okay? This is a warning against blindly trusting and misplacing your trust, okay? This is an earth sign card. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is where discernment needs to be built. That's where that self-confidence comes in as well, because within yourself is spirit. And if you trust self, you trust spirit. So that the trust has been misplaced. Someone overlooked the warnings when they entered into this situation, whether it be family relationship, friend relationship. I'm getting so much, guys, I had to slow down so I don't say the wrong things, because not the wrong things, but YouTube, the appropriateness, okay? It's only certain things you can say on YouTube for the general public. Now, your private reading, baby, I'm going to lay it out for you because it is what it is. And I want my brothers and sisters, my spiritual family, to be as free as I am. You guys don't deserve this, you know? And maybe you do. I don't know your karmic debt. I don't know the karmic lessons I don't know the lessons that, you know, you're needing to learn. Only your higher self and the creator does. I don't know. Sis is not scared to say she don't know. But with this card, the flora you want to keep around is freesia, sweet pea, thyme. You may want to start growing thyme. Someone has a garden, like a little, what's those floating gardens, the lifted gardens, or you may have like potted plants hanging around. Someone here is a herbal witch. Whether you call yourself that or not, green witch, herbal witch, witch, period, like whatever, you definitely rely heavily on herbs to do your magic. Some stones you want to keep around are sodalite, smithsonite, amber, and chrysoprase. Some spell work, blessing a marriage or a union, encouraging trust and understanding between people, because that will allow you to draw that energy towards yourself, and then guarding against fraud. So protecting not just your identity, but protecting your home. I heard guard against thievery. Okay. Extra padlocks, window locks. These alarms are not to be trusted in. Cause my spirit guys are funny, yo. They're funny. They tell me so much crazy stuff, yo. Courage, the lion. Yeah, and of course that's a Leo card. Fire sign. Building up that self-confidence, building up this solar plexus is out of whack, bro. Why is it coming out in a shadow read? Why is it coming out in the shadow read? And we'll look real quick at why essentially you're going through this, I guess. Like, what about you draws the energy that you're fighting against? What about you draws it to you? Okay, I'll pull out my character cards. We'll go through that. But yeah, for the lion, of course, that's a fire card, fire sign card. Okay, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of the floor you want to keep around is a barrage, columbine, iris, some mustard, pepper, and yarrow. All right. Some stones you want to keep around are bloodstone, garnet, labradorite, peridite, and varisite. Some spell work, gaining courage in the face of adversity and overcoming fear. Remember that fear card came up. You got to face what you're afraid of. And your adversity is this situation. Your adversity is this codependency. And the more that you try to detach or become independent of this person, place, thing, whatever, habit, whatever, you know, take it as it resonates, the easier it will be for you to move forward. Yeah. The easier it'll be for you to move forward and to grow and get to the next phase. Because the higher you go, the deeper spirit is going to go with your shadow magic and your shadow work, rather. And probably shadow magic too, shit. We got to get two more here. Two more. Nope, something flipped over. I just saw it. What was that? Y'all saw it? Hunt. That flipped out earlier. Hunt. Listen, this card, this card is Mars. It's ruled by Mars. So like aggressive. Boo. I see that bullseye in the background. Boo. Nobody better not fuck with you. Eventually, once you gain the courage and you place your trust back into the right places, this independence is going to push you to, I hate to say it, but almost a place like I wish a motherfucker would. If somebody steps on your toe, you're going to be very vocal about it. You're not going to hide the fact that they offended you, that you're offended. Now, I'm not saying be so woke that you just lose yourself. Now, come on now, y'all. But what I am saying is you will not be afraid anymore. And one thing about, I say this too, one thing I've learned is the person that is not afraid anymore is a very dangerous person. Once that fear leaves, people can either love you because they respect you, or they can respect you because they fear you. And once a person loses fear and there's no love there, you better be careful. And I feel like there's a cross watcher here. So cross watcher that's causing this situation for the person in the collective, the people in the collective, if you're watching, you better be careful. You better be careful, because the collective, the divines are pushing, they're wanting to be free. That's why this is coming out, okay? And this is a hawk, which is an air sign, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this person will have blinders on their eyes, okay? Tunnel vision. They're going to be ignorant to literally, you're going to choose to not care about the needs of others once you reach, and it's a normal, natural thing. After being abused, it's a normal thing to go into a point of emotional disassociation. Like there's emotional detachment, okay? And nobody needs to be afraid. Nobody needs to, except the person that's doing this. Like, that's probably what's going to happen, is the person that's doing this to the collective is going to be quite hurt, quite vexed, because there's not going to be any stronghold on the collective, okay? We got one more card to pull, and then I'll pull like 3 of the character cards, okay? And someone wants a yes or no. Lord. Here y'all go with these yes or no. Let me set them right there so I don't forget. But some of the flora you want to have is mistletoe, mace, and orchid. Some of the stones are the amethyst, black tourmaline, and smoky quartz. Some spell work you might want to do, focusing on one task at a time, or doing like a scavenger hunt, finding lost things. Okay? That will help you to get into a tunnel vision and focus on building yourself and coming out of this place of the sunken place, like you're drowning and you're lost and you don't have like a self-reference point. You always have to have that self-reference point, okay? You always have to have that point where you go back to balance and ground and all of that good stuff. It's not a bad thing. It is not, okay? You got to have it, because if you don't, you will be in turmoil and pushed around and deal with these kelpine spirits and all these trickster spirits that really are tricking you. They're not tricking you to guide you and teach you a lesson. They're tricking you because it's fun to them. And this is kind of what you're dealing with. I can see it. You're dealing with a manipulative spirit, whether it be in a person or just in your energy or whatever. Let's go ahead and get one more shadow card. And this is heavy, guys. I know it is. Thank you. Look at there. To close it out, power, the ram. Wow. Wow, guys. Like, can't get no better than that. Can't get no better than that, bro. Sis. Yo, I understand the shifting that's going on. And once you reach this place of being in this ram energy, and I'll explain it, it's going to draw more of the same type of people. It's not going to push them away, because now they see a person that is strong and you're still loving. That's the thing. You're still loving. This card is symbolic of like might. It can be associated with aggression as well, but mainly it's like strength. Okay, it's not. It's associated with the Aries card. That's why you see the Aries sign there. Okay, it's about being energetic and pioneering and kind of assertive and outgoing still. You know, I know a lot of Aries that are loving people. But also this card is saying that in the end, you'll be responsible and accountable with your power. This newfound power of healing and spiritual, like emotional healing, solar plexus healing. You'll be able to use that responsibly. Okay. Someone is going to approach you as you are in your upright energy, your energy where you're not abusing, you're not corrupted. You're going to be surrounded by corrupted people. Okay? It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Once you reach a place of this amount of power, it's about self-knowing, self-reliance, trusting on spirit and relying on yourself. Okay? Because don't believe the hype. Yeah, you need other people for certain things, but not everything. Okay? And once you reach this place, there's going to be a lot of people who just they're not responsible with their power. I'm gonna be honest. They know that they're powerful. They know their presence. Okay, this golden horned figure. That's the horned god. Okay, on the bottom of the card, on the bottom of the deck, is representative of the god Aries. Yes, and of course Aries is ruled by Mars. So you're gonna have competition. You are. It's inevitable. You're a powerful being. And what do other powerful beings who are corrupt seek? More power. But let's move on so I can keep this in time, in the time frame, guys. I'm sorry it's running so long, but I just need to follow the instruction of spirit. So that's it for our shadow reading: divine masculines, divine spirit, divine feminines. But like I said, this is a fire sign. The flowers or flora you want to keep around are like bergamot, cedar, myrrh, sunflower. Okay. Alexandrite is a stone you want to keep around. Cinnabar, royal plum jasper. Some spell work you want to do. Gain confidence in the face of those who might undermine you. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. People don't like to see other people in their power and not. It's something about being corrupt that just draws certain people, bro. But divine masculine, divine feminine, once you reach this, you're going to learn responsibility while you go through these other phases. So you're not going to do those things. And it's going to intimidate. The fact that you won't be corrupted is going to intimidate other people. I'm just be honest. Okay? You also may want to amplify the power of other spell work. So chill out with that new moon. Chill out with the new moon. But there's someone here that's a herbalist. Amplify that. Practice more of that. Study more of that. Okay? Do a spell like a blessing on physical competition or physical exertion. You know? And do an Imbolc ritual. That's I-M, B as in boy, O, L as in Lima, C as in cat. Imbolc ritual. If you know, you know. If you don't, go study. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So let's pull the character cards. We're going to get like 3 of these because I just want to know what about the collective causes others to be drawn to you. Okay. What about the collective? What is it about the collective, the divine feminine, divine masculine collective that you brought to me, spirit? Give me 3 cards on what draws these energies to the collective. Thank you, spirit. Reader. You guys may want to go check out that self-care reading for the week of December 29th, 2024. I promise you. Reader says, seeker of knowledge, knowledge pursuer, explorer of information. There is some impartation that you have for these type of people. And this is the thing. Irresponsible people use responsible people to get done what they need done. You got somebody that doesn't know how to manage money. What do? Get with somebody who's rich and has managed their money well. You got somebody who's spiritually irresponsible and abusive. What do? They manipulate people who are spiritual loyalists, so to speak. Like they will not walk away no matter. And that's part of what's going on here. There's a blind trust. Let's get 2 more for the collective. Did y'all see one flip out? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss nothing for you. It's so interesting that yet again, this reader is by themselves. Ascetic. Now, seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. You have a discipline that this other person doesn't have, and what flipped over with that is drunkard. This person may be a this person, place, thing, people, you know, or you may start to encounter these type of people. Let me make sure. Yeah. They may, it says alcoholism, addiction, avoidance, and abuse. They may have addictive personalities. Okay. They may have avoidant personalities. These people may be emotionally avoidant, spiritually avoidant. And just because you don't speak on something doesn't mean that you don't address it spiritually. I hate to hear people say that everybody's spiritually bypassing. No. Some people have reached a point to where their guides have told them not to focus on certain things. Period. And we have to allow them to do that. But this particular person, place, or thing is definitely trying to project an addictive, because that's how you trauma bond. You make it, it is addictive. Someone that said something to me, look at their lover. I'm telling you guys that self-care, December 29th, this is heavily associated, I believe. Heavily associated. But someone told me, as I was saying, they were talking about their trauma bond experience and stuff, and they're like, oh, that trauma bond shit is addictive. And I'm like, so that means you realize that you're in a trauma bond, because in order for you to know that it's addictive in that manner, and the way they said it was like, I don't know, kind of like how I am with chocolate. Like, I just cannot get enough. Like, that's how the tone and the energy that came across the phone line. I was like, ew, let me get away from that. Because that's addiction is dependence. It is. Like, you can't eat without smoking weed. You can't do a tarot reading without getting drunk. And I understand communing and invoking certain spirits. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? That's not what I'm saying to you guys. What I'm saying is this particular person does not see that they're addictive or in an addictive state. Gambler. Yeah, risk taker of fate, speculation. Addiction is out here again, debt and fortune. There's something about you. You're a risk taker in the manner of not afraid to take that risk. Like certain risks that this person is afraid of doing. These people play, whatever. You're not afraid to detach. This seems like projected energy, to be honest. This seems like projected energy. This seems like very destructive, projected energy. Spirit said top of the deck. What is here? Yeah, mother. And there's that damn near new moon. Listen, selfless love, nurturer, source of life, material patience, comforter. Yeah, like this person, you have some stability that this person doesn't have. You have a level of mind that this person will probably never get. And they're projecting the energy. It's I know my collective's energy. And this gambler card does not. It just feels so strange, so out of place, so unknown, unfamiliar to me right now. Even though certain parts of this, it's like this person or place or whatever, it's like it's magnifying the fact that you will take a risk. It's magnifying that, and it's tricking you into thinking that that's a normal thing. When in actuality, you are a very level-minded person. Because you can't be a seeker of knowledge and not be able to think methodically, because you have to connect the dots. You get what I'm saying? You can't have seeker of self-restraint and be abstinent and have discipline, and then you get what I'm saying? What the hell? This is a trickster. This is trickster energy. This is projected energy. Don't fall for it. All right, let me get your yes or no, because that right there just child boo. Child boo. Boo. Child. All right, hold your question in your mind. Okay, collective. Hold your question in your mind. Your yes or no question. Hold your yes or no question in your mind. All right. We're going to get one card. What is the answer to the collective's question that they have? What is the answer to the collective's question? Oh, thank you. 50-50. Bro. At this time, things could go either way. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I ain't going to dig no deeper into what Spirit done told you, because you know what you asked Spirit. Outside of that, guys, we're at 40 minutes. I love you guys. I thank you for being here. I thank you for liking and subscribing and becoming a part of the Hierophant Canon. Okay. I will be opening up personal readings here soon. Bear with me because I know it's going to be a lot of requests. And just stay in the energy of progression. Okay. Love will progress you. Faith will progress you. Trust in Spirit will progress you. Don't displace your trust. Okay. I love you guys. Stay protected. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next round. Peace.